Let's be real, exam season is coming. Forget everything in the past, forget all the mistakes you made like scrolling on TikTok, procrastinating instead of studying, or just not getting the grades that you wanted. This is your last chance to finally get it straight and get those top grades. And especially if you're someone that doesn't know how to start studying or doesn't know where to start, then this video is for you. So I'm gonna talk about how to actually study and how you're gonna lock in once and for all. The first thing is simple. Stop overthinking. Those of you that haven't even started studying, this is because you keep looking for the perfect place to start, the perfect time, the perfect topic to start with. And the truth is, that literally just doesn't exist. There is no perfect topic or perfect place to start revising your chemistry, your maths, your physics, your English, wherever it may be. The truth is, the best thing is to just start. And to prove this, I'm gonna give you some place to start for every single one of your subjects so that you're not gonna overthink and you can start studying today. All you're gonna do is think about that subject that you wanna study for. For example, mine is chemistry. I'm gonna go to my exam board specification, which is like the big topic list of every single topic there. And I'm gonna go for the first topic that comes up on that list. I'm gonna revise that first topic. That is where you're gonna start. So on this big list of topics, that first topic is where you're gonna begin your revision. I don't wanna hear no excuses about this sort of thing. If you are telling me that you don't know where to start or you don't know how to start, this is the point where you're gonna do it. So today, you're gonna do some topic questions, gonna do some past papers, do whatever you need to do, but start today. Okay, so now we've started. The question is now, how long should you actually study for? How many hours of studying do you actually need to do per day? Well, believe it or not, 10 hours of studying for someone could be the same as 2 hours of studying for someone else. You could learn the same amount in 10 hours as you would in 2. And I'm gonna explain why that is. How long you actually need to study for depends on how much you actually learn, how much you're engaging with that subject, how much your brain is taking in. For example, if you study for 6 whole hours, but you only retain or you only learn about 10% of what you're doing, then you're only studying for about 36 minutes, truly. However, if you study for 2 hours, but you retain 80% of what you're doing, you're 80% engaged in that topic, in those questions, then you've got 96 minutes of studying. That's an entire hour more of true studying that you've got over the other person, even though you studied 4 hours less. Put it simply, how long you study for depends on how you're actually studying. Take this learning pyramid I've got here, for example. These things in blue, if you're doing these kind of active methods of studying, you can study for a lot less and learn a lot more. These are the things that you should actually be aiming for. Obviously, things like teaching the topic to others, teaching it to your friends who might not know, or doing past papers are up here because those are active methods of actually revising that content and are really, really, really good. These things in yellow are just not as good because they're passive ways of studying. And if you're someone that were doing these things in yellow before, then you know why you might not have been able to get those grades or why you feel like you're not getting anywhere. That's not saying that they're horrible ways of studying. They're just not as effective, and you're not going to get as far and do it in as less time if you do those things in yellow. So you need to actually know this difference, okay? The top 1% of students, they know the difference between these methods and they always prioritize the blue. They make sure their studying is efficient. You only actually have 24 hours in a day, so you have to make use of every single one of them. Now you know what you're actually going to do. The question is, how do you keep it going? How do you keep it consistent? Because that is even more important than everything I've actually spoke about. There's no point starting this if you're only going to do it for a little bit of amount of time or one day. Well, to sum it up, there are literally tons of ways. First thing is you can make the studying more fun, more engaging by doing more active recall on things. The next thing is you can use time blocking to make sure you always get studying in every single day, or even use dopamine loading to make yourself stop procrastinating and stop thinking studying is so boring. Now, as you've probably seen, I have videos on all of these, and the reason I'm showing you these is because being consistent with studying is so important. I don't want to spend a minute talking about it here when I've got videos that are less than 8 minutes that talk about it in so much more detail, and you will probably learn a lot more from them. Towards the end of this video, the task I'm giving you now is to watch one of these videos, just one of them, so that you can stay consistent and on top of your studying. If you've made it this far, then good job. You've already started your journey, and I can see you going far if you take what I said in this video and actually put it into practice. After all, I took all of this knowledge from someone who was literally failing his subjects to getting the highest grades possible in all of them. So I'm hoping that the advice I give is actually good. I hope this video helped you, and as always, I'll see you in the next one.